So, here goes nothing. Why am I filming this video? I'm not sure. I just came across something on the internet, a challenge of sorts, and I decided why not go for it. So let's do this. So, my entire childhood was marked with conflict. Conflict because I wasn't what you would call a normal kid. I was a little bizarre. I had manic episodes. I was very curious and I'd hurt myself very often, and I went exploring very often in places where I really shouldn't have. And I know probably to you this sounds like a normal kid, but imagine like a 4 year old, except I was like that way into like elementary school and even parts of middle school. Um, Also, I was very interested in concept and ideas that my peers just weren't interested in. So I wasn't very accepted, and I struggled with this for a long time. I didn't have many friends. I would talk to myself. Literally speak to myself and play with myself. That's how I got along when I was playing with myself. I'll pause, I guess. But, you know, that's really how I got along. And it kind of made me a very dour kid. Like, I always looked like I was thinking about things as I got older, frowning very deeply. Like, it was weird. Like, I got along fine with adults, I guess because I looked worried all the time, and that's like a prerequisite for being an adult. But into my teenage years, I finally, to some degree, accepted my strangeness. But then at the same time, I wore it as like a badge of honor, which, in my opinion, I feel like was a consequence of me not truly accepting it, just becoming more comfortable with it and more used to the idea that I was not like most people, I guess. Um, and I guess because I didn't truly accept it, as I got older, I kind of began to desire compatibility and companionship. So again, I began to obsess over how different I was from many other people and how strange I was. And then this, kind of led to issues with my mother. I guess because I was getting older. So, you have to shirk authority or shirk the comfort of your parents in order to explore the chaos of the outside world, right? Um, so I spent years assigning a negative association to my previously accepted natural thoughts and behaviors. And I was kind of pressured to do this by, not really pressured, but it was like I was helped along by the people who supposedly loved me, and even sort of my mother to a degree, because we had issues back then. Um, so I tried, you know, to unlearn those parts of myself and try to make myself normal, if you will. Um, but eventually I had to come full circle again and accept those parts of myself that made me unique and interesting and made me me, because who else can I be but myself, right? Um, so, in addition to that, though, there was another part that was key, I think, to making me truly accept myself, wasn't accepting that the world was different. And it was a good thing that it was different. And the people outside of me weren't any lesser than me or better than me for being different. They were just different. And that was okay. And I think you reach full circle when you stop hating the outside world for not being like you, not wanting them to accept you, you know, but also not rejecting them for being different, not taking so much comfort in the idea that you are different from them. Instead, taking comfort in the idea that there is so much uniqueness and so much interesting variation on this planet. Um, so it's like really learning that acceptance is a two-way street. You kind of have to learn to accept the outside world, and the outside world then learns to accept you. Because it's like you're both trying to accept each other. Because we're all infants, really. We're still developing well into our into our 20s, and some of us even into our 30s. And I feel like from a biological shit. From a biological perspective, we are literally like our brains are literally still developing. But then on top of that, we are also developing, like I feel spiritually. So none of us know what the fuck we're doing. None of us. And I feel like the first step to realizing what you're doing, or at least gaining some grasp of conscience, is to understand that what makes you you, all the weird parts of you, are okay. They're good. They add to the world. But also realize what makes other people. There's like other flavors in the pot, other spices. They make a complete dish, and this is a good thing. So everyone should be accepting of each other on both sides. And that's all I got to say. Let's let's see what what comes of this.